So I am going for a complete PSP game collection. I want to get every single game that exists for the PSP. I'm just kidding. I am basically going for all the games that I want. I'm going for all killer, no filler. I decided to do some game shopping and fill out my PSP game collection. So here they are. Starting with Fading Shadows. This game just caught my eye. It has very interesting artwork, and when I looked up gameplay, you apparently play as a beam of light and you kind of move things around, and it's a puzzle game in a 3D environment, and I thought it looked pretty neat. So I said, you know what, I like the art style, I like the concept, I'm gonna pull the trigger. According to the back cover too, it has a story, which seems interesting, and I wonder if it involves this weird dog on the front, this two-headed dog with snakes coming out of his body. That's one of the things that caught my eye for sure. I was like, whoa. And then this, death guy, this Reaper dude on the cover looks crazy. So I am interested. There's 40 single player levels and 10 multiplayer levels. And then yes, there at the bottom it says riveting and immersive storyline. So looking forward to checking this one out. All right, next pickup, we have Worms Open Warfare. This game caught my eye specifically because of Ian on the Pat the NES Punk channel. So I remember listening to Pat the NES Punk's podcast on my route one day. I was out delivering packages, and Ian, his co-host on the podcast, was talking about Worms, and that's basically my first time hearing about it. I'd never heard about these games. And so basically just pulling the trigger based on that. Ian's taste on that podcast seems to line up with games I like a lot of the time, so I figured, hey, why not give it a shot? And I looked up some gameplay as well, and it looks pretty fun. So it's basically like a side-scrolling view, but it doesn't move the screen. You just kind of fire off missiles and stuff, and it takes big chunks out of the environment that you're playing in. So it looks kind of goofy, kind of fun. And this one was $8.58, so you can't really beat it. So I picked it up. Segueing into the next pickup, we have Worms Open Warfare 2. Obviously, this one, I had to get it. I wasn't about to just pick up the first one and neglect the second one. If I liked the first one, I would be sad that I had the opportunity to pick up the second one and I didn't pick it up. And also this one is in really good condition. Very nice case. This one is complete, and the disc was in decent shape, and it has an original UMD case. Some of them have the clear cases, but this has the nice original white UMD case. It says it has all new play modes for endless fun. Choose from campaign mode, puzzle mode, forts mode, race mode, and more. So I don't know. I have no idea. I hope I'll like these. They seem pretty fun. And the second game was a little bit more, I think, because it was in better condition than the first one. And it was $11.50. You're going to want to make sure to stay tuned to the end of this video. I have a pickup that I am personally very excited about. I can't believe I found it. It's not like extremely rare or anything, but it's one that I have been on the lookout for a long time now, and I'm very happy that I picked it up. So stay tuned to the end to see that pickup. All right, moving right along, we have Dynasty Warriors Volume 2. I feel ashamed to say I haven't played the Dynasty Warriors games. I have played the Hyrule Warriors games, and that's basically what made me want to play these. I love the Hyrule Warriors games, and these are the same thing, but just not Zelda themed. So I have the first one, I have the second one, I have the State of War, I think it's called, on the PSP. So I have several Dynasty Warriors games that I'm really looking forward to playing on the PSP. I love the genre. I love the idea of just being like, beast mode, and you just knock out swarms of enemies and just try to run to this fort and take it out and try to run to the next one, and it's like a timed thing, or else you don't want to get overthrown. I love those games, at least the Zelda ones, so I figured why not? I have the first game and a bunch of others. Why not just keep adding to the collection? And this game was $19.50. All right, the next game we have is God's Eater Burst. Such a weird name, but to me this has always looked like a Monster Hunter title, and I'm a big Monster Hunter guy. Love the Monster Hunter games. And this one, let me know if I'm wrong, it might not be anything like Monster Hunter, but it looks really cool. Seems like a, live action or real time rather sort of action game where you fight big beasts or gods or something. So yeah, this is my first one I own on any console whatsoever. So it's just been staring at me for so long, and I was really happy to find it at this store Bookman's, and it was $18.50. It says engage in fast-paced battles against gigantic monsters. Yep, sounds like Monster Hunter. Customize unique weapons and bullets. Yep, sounds like Monster Hunter. Play co-op with up to 4 players or powerful NPCs. Also, sounds a lot like Monster Hunter. I'm Johnny, by the way, just to let you know, and also I am on my quest to collect PSP games, obviously, but 200 PSP games to be more specific. And this is part of that journey, so make sure to subscribe to follow the journey. This next game is really a special pickup, I would say, to me personally, because I had it before and I traded it in. I traded my entire PSP game collection for a PSP Go and massively regretted it. And now I'm rebuilding every game that I have, and then some, obviously. And this was one of those games, and it is Metal Gear Acid. Had it way back in the day, really enjoyed it. It was like a different style of Metal Gear. I was never a huge Metal Gear guy, but this one, I knew it played differently than normal Metal Gears, and I just really enjoyed it. And I want to go back and play this one. I do have Metal Gear Acid 2, so I can also just jump right into the second one once I'm done playing this one. And yeah, these games are going up in price. I don't know, the PSP games are all over the place. Some are dropping, some are rising, so Metal Gear games seem to be kind of on the rise right now. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like to me. And this one was going for $25.50. So I decided, hey, I need this game. It's been a long time since I had it in my collection, and so I pulled the trigger and have it in the collection now, so I'm really happy. All right, next up we have a Star Wars game. I'm really excited because ever since I played Star Wars Outlaws, I'm like, dude, I need more Star Wars in my life, so that is Star Wars Lethal Alliance. I really want to start just filling out the collection with anything and everything Star Wars. I'm a lifelong fan of Star Wars. I've always been a Star Wars person, a Star Wars kid, just playing around with lightsabers with my friends and just pretending I'm Luke Skywalker and the whole 9 yards. It's always been my like home franchise, if you will. I feel the most at home playing Star Wars games, so hopefully this one's cool though. I mean, I know a lot of these can be total crap on the PSP. No. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever played a Star Wars game on the PSP. And I know I have Star Wars Force Unleashed, but I need to start playing them also. So collecting and playing more Star Wars is in my future. It says, you are Rihanna Saren, a skilled Twi'lek mercenary, along with your security droid, Zio. Battle your way through hostile forces and steal the plans for the Empire's most feared weapon, the Death Star. To my knowledge, this one is an exclusive for the PSP, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and move on. Oh, one more thing though, I got this one for $14.50. All right, we have one more game to announce before the final game that I'm most excited about. Hopefully it's out of frame because that would be really embarrassing. The next game is BlazBlue. What's the subtitle? Portable. Nice and simple. Wait, there's a Calamity Trigger Portable, my bad. So this game, basically I picked it up because I am interested in any and all fighting games. I'll give any fighting game a good chance, and so I love games like Darkstalkers, Tekken, stuff like that, Street Fighter. I have all those on the PSP. Soul Calibur, I even have that one on the PSP, so I realized I love fighting games and I want to add more to my collection, so that's what made me interested in this game. So don't know much about it other than it's like a weeb fighting game, so looks pretty cool. And I picked this up for $20.50. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to the last final game that I'm the most excited about picking up. I'll give you a hint. It is a Capcom game that was originally on the Dreamcast, and also there's 2 of them on this disc. It's a collection, so Have you got your guesses in? Do you know which one it is? It is Power Stone Collection. Man, I just love these Capcom like collections. They have several with this like design that they made with the cover art with like the circle of Capcom and the art coming out of it. And if that makes any sense at all, they just look really cool. And I have a couple others with like Street Fighter games and, you know, just Capcom collections. So I really love these games. I haven't played Power Stone. I always see people playing it at like competitively at conventions and stuff like that. And I've always just been really curious, and you know, I've heard people talk about this game a lot, and just it seems to be one of those titles that's beloved, and I can't wait to try it. It looks like my type of vibe. So yeah, really excited. And on top of finding this one, this was behind a glass case, and I'm like, oh dude, I know I want that. And then when they got it out for me, it was basically mint condition, like pristine. So that made it all the sweeter. It is like almost mint condition. There's no like nicks on it. It seems like someone just took it right out of the packaging, right out of the wrapper. And so I was like, it made my day. Like, the other pickups were awesome to find, but this thing in such a good condition, it just blew me away. All right, so just wanted to get a shot of all the games together. Probably put some B-roll in there as well. But there it is, guys. We have 9 more titles added to the collection. We're on our way to getting 200 games, as mentioned. That's the journey. That is the goal. Before you go, if I could ask one favor of you, if there's one thing I could ask of you, just go watch my playlist of all my PSP game reviews. I'm up to 15 game reviews on that console. And so I'm also reviewing the games, so I pick them up, I collect them, and review them. So if you could just go check those out, or really any other collecting videos on the channel. The main goal for me, as far as like analytics and stuff like that, is just to get watch time. So I'm trying to get into the YouTube partner program. So anything you watch on the channel, give me some watch time. That's the most valuable thing you could do for the channel. It really, really, really helps out. So thank you so much. Make sure to drop a like before you head out, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.